I'm Xavier from Ice Cream Conversations, and I am so excited to talk to you today because I am a huge Love and Marriage Huntsville fan. I'm actually a huge fan of a lot of your work. Like your kingdom is reigning out here, no pun intended. Okay. But it's
Thank you for
very
that.
awesome to talk to you. Absolutely, absolutely. So we're in the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. What are you most excited about going into this new season?
The new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville is a very different season.
Mhm,
We are tapping into new territory when it comes to what these couples are going through in their marriages, what
mhm.
these friendships are going through in terms of how did we begin this show being friends, became frenemies, and now how can we get back to the friendship? So we're not recycling storylines, and I think that's the beauty of this season where you're going to see something completely different and unique in terms of the dynamic amongst the cast. We are tapping into Martell dating. We are tapping into is Melody dating? What's going on there? And we're tapping into Tiffany Whitlow being pregnant. But although she also is defending herself in a very interesting way. And last but not least, we added Tisha's cousin Kiki to the cast. And let's just say you thought her and Tisha got some issues. Wait until you see what's going on with her and the other cast members. And one more thing, we added Stormi Steele to the
Yes.
cast, and she is bringing a lot of dynamic with her family and her relationships with some of the women.
So thank you for mentioning Stormy because when Stormy initially made her entrance into the Love and Marriage Huntsville universe, she came in kind of, it was a little rocky when she first came in because I guess in my personal opinion, I felt like she came in as the defensive friend who was going to stand 10 toes down with Mel. So now that we're all in the first episode, we see their dynamic shift and a change in their dynamic, which is similar to something we've seen before with one Miss Destiny. Now, I did know that I was looking around. I was looking around, Carlos. I didn't see Destiny now. And so is it safe to say, just based off of some of the conversations that were had during the reunion show last season about her kind of being really evasive when it comes to her personal life, was a decision made, or are you at liberty to say that, or should we just keep watching to see what you got from me, Carlos?
I think it's the latter. I think you have to continue watching and see what's going to happen. And
Okay.
when it comes to Destiny, I think it's her story to tell. And I would like to give Destiny the floor to be able to express herself. And then I'll comment on it after
Okay. You'll come
that.
back and talk to me after that. Okay.
I'll
Okay.
talk to you after that. You get the exclusive. So, look, I will say that for me, being on Love and Marriage Huntsville or the franchise in itself is a privilege.
Mhm.
It's a privilege for me as the creator of the show to continue working on it with the Oprah Winfrey Network because I love the show so much. And the show is a pop culture phenomenon.
Mhm.
And in order for that show to continue to be great, everybody has to put in as much effort into the show as the rest of the people. So
Yeah.
I will say that when it comes to the franchise in itself.
I am also enjoying the addition, like just, I mean, Stormy's been there, but the expansion of
Yeah.
her presence. But I thought to myself, I said, I'm going to ask Carlos. Now, Miss Betty is
Mm-hmm.
giving a lot of Miss Wanda energy
Is
when it
she?
comes to her baby.
Okay.
Oh, yes, when it comes to her baby. So I am hoping and praying that there is a Miss Betty and Miss Wanda moment at some point in time in this season. And if there isn't, I'm going to need you to go ahead and make that happen for me. But I am definitely enjoying that. For you, just in the reunion show last season,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that I watch almost all of your shows, if not all of them. But I noticed that, or it feels like to the viewers, that you have a special connection with Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
Especially during the reunion show, we really got to see you be vulnerable and
Mhm.
see how much you care about this cast. We've seen a lot of reality shows where it's just like, okay, we're going to produce this show, we're going to give this to y'all, and just go ahead, because all we care about is our ratings. But but
Mhm.
there's something different about your connection with Love and Marriage Huntsville. I can tell, me personally, that you genuinely care about each and every person on this show. And it really showed during the reunion show. Why do you think that there is such a connection between you and this particular cast? And I'm just assuming you may love all of your reality children equally, but just with this Love and Marriage Huntsville cast, it feels like there's a special connection there. Why do you think that is?
No, well, the thing is, I truly in real life have a connection with my entire cast on all of my shows. When
Okay.
you look at Bell Collective Reunion, I had a tearjerker moment.
Yeah.
I didn't cry. I got choked up, but the other Bells cried when I spoke about how women who are married to successful men,
Hmm.
these men think, what you got to worry about? I make the money, you can stay at home and spend it. And I challenge these men to think about the fact that a woman has a dream. And
Yes.
sometimes a woman's dream is at the expense of her marriage.
Mhm.
And all the bells cried.
Yeah.
Um, I do have this personal connection with all of my cast. I think the reason why Huntsville got the most attention in the vulnerability is because of all of my shows, that's my longest one. And they've been a part of my world for 6 years. They've been a part of y'all world for six
Yeah.
years. And the journey of the Melody Martell saga, we've all been invested in it. So imagine me creating the show because of them and loving them.
Right.
It may feel like, well, Carlos got this real connection, and I do,
Yes.
but it goes to show you that what you said earlier is paramount. I really take my job seriously, and if you are part of my life, I love you as if we share the same blood in our veins. And I think that's the reason why, unfortunately, some people embrace that and some people don't. When it comes to the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast, they embrace it because they know it's real. And I think it goes to show the audience that I'm not your typical producer because I've read some of the comments when I started crying. Oh my gosh, what reunion host cried? I
Oh,
said, look, I ain't trying to be like nobody else.
absolutely.
I refuse to be a copycat of anybody.
Mhm.
You're seeing something real. You're seeing for the first time what you said. We are seeing a producer who don't treat their cast like they're disposable. And I'm never going to treat any of my cast members that way.
And it makes a huge difference. And I think, just speaking as a viewer and as a fan of the show, seeing how much you care actually kind of trickles down to us as well. Because a lot of times when you watch TV, there's a disconnect and you just think you're just watching these people on TV. A lot of times viewers forget we're watching real humans. We're watching real marriages go through their struggles and their triumphs and their challenges. And I think that that's another reason why Love and Marriage Huntsville really strikes a chord with the audience, because you get a real depiction of all sides of marriage.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
You get
I mean,
the infidelity with the
mhm,
hosts, the blended
mhm.
family with Maurice and Kimmy, and with Tisha Marceau, this very interesting dynamic of I'm a housewife, but I want more out of life. And he's like, no,
Mhm.
stay in your lane. I don't want to be a
Yeah.
power couple. So yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm very excited about the new season. I'm excited about the new faces. I'm going to be looking for the old faces to see who's hanging and who's not. But just congratulations, 100 episodes, number one show on OWN. Like, the kingdom is reigning, Carlos. The kingdom. All I'm going to say is you may want to consider maybe something with some, media and bloggers. Just, maybe fiddle around with something
It's
like
funny. It's funny. It's funny. I get pitched out a lot for years doing something in that space. So, you never know what's going to happen.
I'm telling you, Carlos, it's Hunger Games out here. It is Hunger Games. The content is here,
Is
Carlos, if
it?
you want it. It is Hunger Games out here.
Well, why? Is it because everybody's trying to get the story?
Um, Actually, there's a story behind the story. The content itself, you know, you have some of the outlets who like kind of battle for content, or you stole this or you stole that. The In my humble opinion, the real story is behind the scenes, how media interacts with each other. I have had situations where I've gone somewhere and I saw somebody, we had a great time with Kiki, the whole event. I see them again. Hey girl, no,
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Do I know you? What? So yeah, it's a lot that really goes on. And it's just an interesting dynamic. I've been in media for 12 years and it's interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
girl.
It's
Okay,
interesting.
well,
So maybe we can have a little kiki on the side about that because I could tell you some things. So thanks.
okay, honey. All right, I'll keep
I'll
you
let your
posted.
girl. I'll let your girl. But
All
no,
right.
just congratulations. I'm
Thank
definitely
you.
excited about the new season, excited about all the things that are happening in the lives of the Huntsville. Like I didn't know Huntsville was popping like that. I might have to slide through one week.
Slide through affordable housing. It's such a cute sort of world to where everything is 12 minutes away.
Mhm.
So you never have an excuse for being late. There is no such thing as traffic in
Yeah.
Huntsville. It's super cute, it's super unique, and it's the reason why it was voted last year as the #1 city to live.
And I feel like you have a big hand in highlighting that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And I am saying, you're right.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure speaking with you.
Thank
I'm
you.
definitely looking forward to the new season. Much success to you and
Thank you so
all
much.
of your ventures. You know, we love DC too, and the Bell
Yay.
Collectives. We love the Bell. So just congratulations.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching all of my shows, for being a huge supporter of my work. And thank you
Absolutely.
for having me on.
Absolutely. So we'll talk soon, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye.